Howdy. Welcome back to Bad Writing. My name is Joshua Fields Milburn. I'm an Emmy-nominated and New York Times best-selling author and a writing instructor at howtowritebetter.org. Today, we are talking about what some people refer to pejoratively sometimes as chick lit. I certainly wouldn't say that because we have two really successful authors we're going to be talking about today. The first one is Danielle Steel. She wrote this book called The Dating Game. And this is my example today of bad writing. Although, to be honest with you, I had to thumb through quite a few Danielle Steel books. Had to get through a whole lot of good writing before I finally found an example of some bad writing. I'll flip to the first page here, and we're going to talk about it. And then we'll contrast that with someone else. Chapter 1. It was a perfect, balmy May evening, just days after spring had hit the East Coast with irresistible appeal. The weather was perfect. Winter had vanished literally overnight. Birds were singing, the sun was warm, and everything in the Armstrongs' Connecticut garden was in bloom. What's the problem with that? Well, there's a little bit of telling. There's some showing in here as well, so that's not really bad. But it's incongruent because, well, the winter had vanished literally overnight, and then right after that, the entire week had been blessed with the kind of weather that made everyone slow down. Well, which is it? Did it vanish overnight last night? Or had we had this weather for the last week? I can't believe someone didn't catch this beforehand. Now, it's great for a first draft, second draft, third draft, whatever. But we have to realize that something we say in a previous sentence has implications later in the book. And if we don't catch that, then it takes us out of the story because it's distracting. Because if you tell me something literally happened last night, but then you tell me it's been warm for the last week, now I don't know whether to believe the narrator who's telling the story. If I contrast that with Liz Gilbert's book, Eat, Pray, Love, totally different. This book brings me right into the story right away. I was going over this with my wife last night, and she said as soon as she read this, it drew her in. The first sentence of Liz Gilbert's book is this: I wish Giovanni would kiss me. Oh, we all have desires, right? But those carnal desires, they really stand out. Now, there's nothing gratuitous about this. This is teenage angst in a way that we all identify with as adults. In fact, when we start to flirt with someone or become enamored with someone, what do we say? Oh, I feel like a kid again. I feel like a teenager. Oh, that lust, that feeling, that joy, that excitement of the relationship, the new relationship energy. All that's captured in a single sentence. And then, of course, it goes on from there, not contradicting itself, but building on that first sentence. Oh, but there were so many reasons why this would be a terrible idea. Okay. What does that make me say? What are those reasons? Tell me more. That's exactly what great storytelling does. Tell me more. If your sentences show me, the reader, my own desires, they hold up a mirror for me, I want to know more about the author, about the characters, about the story, about the narrative, about the emotions that are felt and expressed on the page. If you'd like some more writing tips, I teach a writing class, but I have a free book you can download right now. It's called 15 Ways to Write Better. You can download it for free. You can read it within an hour and walk away with tips that can make your writing better today. Head on over to howtowritebetter.org or click the link below to download your copy today.